There's one. There's one. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Bassin with Captain Lou. Again, I'm out here at the marshland, guys. Post-frontal conditions. It's already a little breezy. So let's see what I get myself into today. So stay tuned. There's one. There's one. Here's one. For those of you who saw my last video, my first fish last week was caught in the exact same area that this one was caught in. But it's not the same fish. I'm checking to see for a mouth sore, but it's not the same fish. But I'll take it. It's early in the morning and I got one, so I'll take it. So what I'm using here is I'm using the Lockett lure swim bait. And again, similar to last week, right in those reeds. I was just swimming on top of the reeds and he hit it. So I'll take it. Messed up my swim bait, but I'll take it. Here's a tip for you guys. Do an inventory check the day before you go out. I got caught up with 2 back-to-back trips and I didn't do inventory of my marshlands bag, and I only got 3 of these guys left. Now watch the bite be all on these guys. You guys know how it goes. So we had a cold front blow through yesterday, or last night actually, because the rain, I actually left the house with it raining. It's not going to be a major cold front. I mean, it's not going to get cold for us really. Upper 60s at night, but that's not a big deal. But being that it's South Florida and our bass, or Florida rather, and our bass get real finicky in regards to frontal stuff, it's still a cold front. So let's see if the atmospherics played a role. I mean, the wind's going to be coming out of the south-southwest. I'm just checking out this area to see what the bite's like early, and then I'm gonna go upwind and do my thing. But I just wanted to give you guys a breakdown of what's going on so far. There's no rain, thank goodness. The rain has blown over. It's just a little bit of breeze, and let's see what I can find. So the moving techniques haven't worked, so I switched to the bottom. Starting off with a stick bait with 1/8 of an ounce and just moving it along the bottom slowly to see if anybody's home. Slow fishing is not my favorite technique, as you can see in my face. I'm more of a power fisherman, moving bait fisherman. However, sometimes you just have to really just slow down just to get them to bite. So let's see what happens. You never know. So since it's slow, let me have a conversation with you guys. As you guys know, I'm a very active member over on ultimatebass.com. I have been for several years. I cannot emphasize enough how special that community is in regards to bass fishing and in regard as a community as a whole. Very wholesome. I'm very proud to be part of that group. And there was a thread topic a couple of weeks ago where a member, and I'll give a shout out, Bud Kennedy, who will be fishing with Captain Lee from AE Fishing, by the way, in the spring. So be on the lookout for that video a few months from now. But anyways, so he posted a thread in regards to asking the question about the SLX, the Shimano SLX. And I so happen to have a Shimano SLX in my hand. It wasn't planned that way, but this is my my T-Rig outfit is a 734 Champion by Dobbins with an SLX reel by Shimano. And this one is the 150 HG, which I'm assuming it's high gear. I like my reels on the faster side. Great little reel. I mean, as you can see, it palms well. I love the fact that out of the box, it already has a longer handle than traditional reels have right now on the market. And the color accents match the Dobbins Champion rod perfectly. I didn't do this on purpose. This is all by chance that it came out this way. So if you're looking for a nice Shimano reel, by the way, with a great price point, I mean, I got this one for under $100, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was right at 100 and free shipping. It's a pretty cool reel. I mean, I've been fishing Shimano reels for years. I mean, they could handle a lot of abuse, and there's parts for them. And my reel guys in the past were able to work on these pretty easily. And Mike Cork, who's currently working on my reels, or is my reel guy, he could easily find parts for these Shimanos. So if you're in the market for a reel, and you want a good quality reel at a low quality price point, the Shimano SLX is one that I would strongly consider you guys to look at. Oh, I had a bite. I'm not the only one out here. I'm being stalked, and he saw that I saw him. There's a nice sized alligator over there on the main channel looking at me. He knows I see them. He's slowly sinking. But the alligators out here get pretty big. The good news about this location is they don't mess with you. They really keep their distance. And even though I'm in a little boat in very shallow water, they stay away. So he knows I'm looking at him. That's why he keeps going up and down. There's one. Oh man. Got off. I already knew ahead of time what my conditions were going to be. I knew that I was fishing post frontal. I knew that it was going to be breezy. I mean, it's not that bad right now, and I'm anchored, so it's okay. But again, I wasn't anticipating a crazy bite. Again, like if you guys saw my video last week, I'm still dealing with high water, and now the other factors of wind and a post front situation. So my mindset is nice and relaxed, meaning I just have to break down cover, fish slow, and see if I could catch a few fish. I mean, that's my mindset for today. Now, if the fishing for whatever reason turns on and it's absolutely crazy and phenomenal, then that's a bonus with a cherry on top for me. But again, I already went in knowing that the conditions were going to dictate a slow day. So if you know the conditions are slow, accept the situation and fish it the best you can, and you never know what could happen. A kingfisher caught himself some breakfast. He sees bait on top. I don't know if you guys can see that bird in the frame, a kingfisher there. So he's hovering over the fish, and then he's going to dive bomb on his breakfast if he sees it. Oh, he didn't do it for you guys. But yeah, what they do is they hover right above the bait. Yeah, there he goes. He's hovering again. So he's going to hover, and then once he spots what he's going to go after, he goes ahead and just dives right on top of it. It's pretty cool to see. But I'm just making a note because that means he's feeding on something on top. So maybe if the kingfisher decides to eat, maybe some bass will decide to eat. So we'll see. When it comes to soft plastics, I'm a cheapskate. That's just the way I am. Since I was a kid, you know, and you don't have a lot of money on you, you got to preserve your baits, and that just stuck with me. So if you're fishing a stick bait and it's all torn up on one end, I mean, this is not a mind-blowing new tip. I mean, a lot of guys say this, but I do the same thing. I just flip it around, bite the tip, and now I fish it the opposite way. The fish really don't care. But hey, money-saving tip, especially when it comes to Senkos. Man, those things are great, but God, they tear up so easily. So I chew mine on both ends until I'm left with a Ned rig, basically. So I went ahead and changed tactics, and I put a CPF thumper on there, which basically sounds like a Chinook helicopter in the water. And as you can see behind me, there's a lot of grass. So I'm gonna, and it's shallow, it's not that deep. So I'm gonna put this large, loud worm above their heads, and if it bothers them enough, maybe I could capitalize on that and catch myself a decent one. So let's see what happens. There he is. Oh, man. That one caught me by surprise, and honestly, I had my guard down. You leave your guard down for 1 second. That was promising. I mean, the bass was the same size as the bass that I caught earlier this morning. I mean, again, I've been at this now for about 2 hours. So that first bass I caught, that was the same size there, but he got me off guard. So, but again, he hit in the shadow side of the cover over here. So, let's see. Oh, oh man, that little bass came out of nowhere and hit that thing. Oh, wow. So I decided to go back to the swim bait just to see if they were shallow. Sure enough, on the first cast, I saw it though. A little bass breached and tore my swim bait in half. Now I'm down to 2. I told you. Didn't I tell you guys earlier? There he is. Oh, haha. Got him. Got him on the swim bait. Swimming it along right in the middle of the road bed, killed it for a moment. And this little guy came up and got it. So, hey, you guys have seen how the bite's going so far, so I'll take this. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, there's a fish. Holy smokes. So this guy, the wind has me all spun out here. So I cast my swim bait and I'm trying to get the boat in position, and the swim bait sunk inside the grass. So when I started reeling, I thought I got caught in grass, and that little guy just freaking grabbed it. I'll take it. That's 3. There he is. There he is. I'm too busy watching the anchor. I mean, again, not a big guy. I mean, not a big fish, but look at this thing. Ow. Look at this thing. Oh. Oh. Right at the boat. That one was my fault again. That was an itchy trigger finger. I felt the bite. I didn't feel the weight, and I set the hook. That's on me. But that was cool. This is windsurfing marshland style. The only thing missing is me doing like this. We are moving along, folks. Oh! Man, he hit it. Lost that one. God. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I did the best I could with the situation. Again, I understood that the wind was going to be bad today. I knew that. I knew it's post-frontal. I was not anticipating an unbelievable day. But it didn't stop me from fishing hard. Sometimes you just can't pick your days. It was what it was, and like I said, I did the best that I could. So, hey, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, please subscribe, share the information. But like I said on my previous video, I'm looking to grow the channel. I'm going to make a serious push. So let's make it happen.